Good morning, baby OPOS stars. Hello OPOS stars. We'll be doing the curry udon noodles from scratch. Let me start with autolyzing the maida. This is maida. Take 1 cup of maida. So this is, if you do not have noodles, start the stopwatch. You can make your own noodles. Doesn't take too much of time. So 1 cup of maida can translate into a surprisingly large amount of noodles. This will be the Japanese udon noodles. So 1 cup. Mix in a bit of salt, half a teaspoon of salt, a bit of oil, maybe 1 teaspoon of oil, and some water. We'll let the dough autolyze and then get on with chopping vegetables. That's it. It has absorbed all the water. I'm going to let it sit for a while. It's taken us barely 1 minute to get the dough. Move this aside. Start loading the pot. Everything which you use for regular fast food noodles, you can use whatever vegetables you like. These are the common ones: carrot, beans, cabbage, onion. Mani, give us noodles. Noodles illana, Maggi illana, every part of the pathkova. Now I'll start with adding a couple of tablespoons of oil. A bit of soy sauce, maybe a teaspoon of soy sauce, and then 1 layer of chopped onions. Just need a buffer at the bottom. And some cabbage. Cut into shreds. Some beans if you like, French cuts, now since this is going to be curry udon, I'm going to mix in some curry powder, garam masala powder or whatever spice mix you like. I'll mix it along with the vegetables. The loading should take us around 6 to 7 minutes. Some chopped green chilies. Some carrots. You don't even need to peel the carrots if your carrots are good enough. I'll mix in some curry powder with this, a bit of garam masala, half a teaspoon, a bit of salt, a bit of chili powder if you like, or not. So mix it all up. Add it as a layer. And then we'll start with our fresh noodles. Noodles
fresh noodles.
Just clean this up a bit. Ravi, noodles எல்லாம் எப்படி பண்றது பாருங்க. வெறும் மைதா மாவு. Now ideally you should let this sit for at least 15-20 minutes. I don't have time for that now. So I'm going ahead with this. A bit sticky, so I'm going to add some more flour. And then and we are good to roll this now. Just move this aside, start rolling it, cut it into two for easy handling. Just do not worry about the shape, roll it into a thin sheet. The thickness will double after cooking, so roll it into as thin a sheet as possible. The fresh noodles cook incredibly fast without any water. Ensure that the edges are not much thicker than the center. See, this should do. Now what you do is spread some flour. Then fold it like this, fold it like this, fold it like this, and start chopping. Udon is slightly thicker than your regular noodles. You can vary the thickness according to your personal preference. That is it. Namani? Now all you have to do is layer it. You can oil it if you like or not, it's up to you. Just layer it. Imagine this is lesson 2. Layer it over whatever meats or vegetables or whatever you like. Close. Cook it on high for 2 to 3 whistles. It's taken us barely 8 minutes to do this from scratch. By the time, so by the time we clean up and get the plating ready, the noodle should be done. It cooks incredibly fast. Cooks in less than 5-6 minutes. This works as a nice scraper too. The Japanese version calls for curry roux. A roux made from curry paste. It calls for dashi, it calls for mirin, it calls for sake. You can skip all that. Just translate the theme with the locally available ingredients.
Fresh noodles.
So most of the shops are run out of instant noodles. You don't need to worry. You can just make your own instant noodles anytime you like. You can make it from any flour. Maida is of course easiest. You can make it from atta or gluten-free flour if you like. It's incredibly simple to make. You can even make it and then refrigerate it. So you have fresh noodles whenever you want it. And all you have to do is layer it over lesson 2 and cook it into a dry curry or a soupy version or whatever you like. A lot of noodles recipes have been posted. You can just translate them with this theme into a variety of recipes. Imagine it's very simple. Lesson 2, fresh noodles on top, or any kind of fresh pasta for that matter. Pasta making is also very similar to this. Instead of water, we'll probably use a couple of eggs. So in less than 15 minutes maximum from scratch, you can have enough noodles to feed 2 people. So that is going to be the lunch for a couple of guys. That's the first whistle. I'll let it go for one more whistle. Probably one more to ensure that there is some caramelization on the onions. Switch off, release the pressure. Hello, Mani. Okay. Hello. Now it will firm up. After it cools, it's a bit delicate right now. Just let it rest for a while. Let it cool for a minute or 2 and you can easily fluff it up. It's already, I'm already able to fluff it up a bit. Just let it sit so that the strands are not sticky. Starch firms up a lot on cooling. Original noodles ஆயிருச்சு பாருங்க.
நம்ம இது இந்த மாதிரி சின்ன கட் பண்ணா மெலிசா வந்துரும் நினைக்கிறேன்.
சின்னதாங்க ஜப்பான் நூடுல்ஸ் எல்லாம் சின்னதா கட் பண்ண மாட்டாங்க. ஓஹோ. நம்ம நூடுல்ஸ் மாதிரி இல்லாம கொஞ்சம் குண்டு குண்டா தான் பண்ணுவாங்க. ஓஹோ. சின்ன மெலிசா பண்ணா நம்ம நூடுல்ஸ் மாதிரி வந்துரும். So that is 2 portions. என்ன ரவி? அரோமால 2 போர்ஷனா கொடுக்கணும் அது.
ஆமா ஆமா.
There is a slight amount of charring, no big deal. You can just scrape it off. So you have 2 portions of noodles done and tested in scratch from 15 minutes. Do try this out and please post your validations. Thank you very much.